But who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Well, listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining, and players only love you when they're playing. They say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know, you know. Ba-da-da-da, oh, ba-da-da-da, ba-do-da. Now here I go again, I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you like to sell? Dreams alone, and it's like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining, and players only love you when they're playing. They say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you will know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining, and players only love you. Oh, they say women, they will come, yeah. Oh, when the rain washes you clean, you will know, you know. Ba-da-da-da, oh, ba-da-da-da, ba-do-da. Ba-da-da-da, oh, ba-da-da-da, ba-do-da. Ba-da-da-da, oh, ba-da-da-da, ba-do-da. Thank you.
Whenever it rains, I feel this way. A little something to get me through this day. Oh, give me a little of that. No time flat, gonna be a good thing. Serena beneath, feeling free. I'm getting up and I'm landing on my feet. Oh, but you done up my bag. No time flat, gonna be a good thing. Well, people say it's true. Whatever will be, we'll forever do. Gotta get out of here. I mean the dog and the lights are so sincere. Hair, brush your dirt up my back. No time flat, gonna be a good thing. All you do is complain about your pain, and the cloud that follows never ceases to rain. Oh, don't look back, handle that, make it to a good thing. Something inside of me, a soul control is in control of me. Look at your chain, it just won't do. I don't want nothing to do with you. So, something stir inside of me. A soul controller is in control of me. A lick in your chain, it just won't do. I don't want nothing to do with you. What people believe and say is true. Whatever will be, will forever do. Whatever the cost, I'll pay it full. Do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Welcome back to Humber's 2018 Spring Convocation show. Let's give another hand for Lisa Martinelli and her music and vocal students, shall we? Her vocal student band includes Gabby Rogers, Tariq Henry, Jeremy Huckel, Jared Green, and Ben Green.
So we're only moments away from our 7 p.m. ceremony. Before the grads hit the stage, we're going to go back to Catherine for one last time.
Hi everyone, the ceremony is about to begin and I'm outside the auditorium. The parents are eagerly waiting to watch their kids cross that stage, and now we have a 1975 Humber graduate who is here to watch his daughter graduate today. So Marco, congratulations. This is your achievement as well. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great. It's, you know, in some ways passing on the torch and seeing your child move into their career. Love it.
So how different was Humber back then in 1975?
Well, Humber was very different. I mean, it was big at that time to me, but you know, it still does the same thing. It prepares you. It gives you all the tools you need, and it did for me. I was able to fall back at any time when I needed help in my career, and it's still the same now. So it's good.
Yeah, so what advice would you give to your daughter who's graduating today?
Take in this moment, stay focused, and keep an open mind, and see what the world has in store for you, because it is, you know, once again, Humber has given you a good platform, and now the world's yours.
I'm just curious, what course did you do back then in 1975?
Sorry?
I'm just curious, what course did you do back in 1975?
Oh, I took advertising and graphic design, and it was a good course. We were instructed by teaching professionals at the time, and it was still an early stage. The colleges were a fledgling at that time, but still exciting then. And it's still exciting now.
It's a very proud moment for you. Okay, and congratulations again, and have a wonderful night here today. And thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have another happy mom and dad with us. Tell us your name and who's graduating today.
My daughter's graduating, and my name is Jackie.
And her dad, Horst.
Okay, so how do you feel?
Fantastic. Excited.
Okay, what do you have to tell your daughter today? She's graduating, she's achieved it after all this hard work. So what is that one thing you want to tell her?
We're extremely proud of her. Her dedication, her willingness to learn, and it bodes well for her for the future. Just a wonderful thing.
So do you think Humber was the right choice for her?
Oh, absolutely. She loved it. It was a great choice.
Okay, so are you planning an after party?
Maybe on the weekend.
Okay, so what advice would you give to her? She's graduating, she's moving forward in her life, the next big step of her life. So what advice would you give her?
I think our advice will be on a daily basis for the rest of her life. So it's not a one-day thing or one thing we can say. It's, again, proud of her. We know that she's an amazing kid. She learned some really amazing things in this course, social skills that she'll be able to carry forth for her life. And I think it's a wonderful thing.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was exciting, and we have a lot of emotions over here. It's always beautiful to see them. You know, the parents over here, they just embrace that moment, and I can already see the graduates here. They're waiting to go on to the stage and get their graduation certificate. And back to Celeste and Damien.
Thanks, Catherine. So that concludes our Convocation pre-show.
And we just have one more video to share with you guys before you leave. In a moment, we'll be going to our main event, the Convocation ceremony. I'm Damien Alley.
And I'm Celeste Kerr. On behalf of our reporter, Catherine Koshi, and the Broadcasting Radio Television program, we'd like to say thank you, and thanks for watching.
I'm an international student, so when I came here, so I was very much interested in Canadian law, so that's why I selected paralegal education. The experience is awesome. It's kind of the biggest day for me. I'm so happy. Like, I was waiting for this day from the last 2 years. I have heard a lot about the convocation and all, but now it's like my dream come true.
I think that I learned a lot about myself and what my strengths were in the program. It really challenged me to work really, really hard. And I think that one of the more valuable things is having the network of people that I have now from within the program, but also having the opportunity to seek work and do internships and placements in places that I never would have thought. And I was able to come out of the program and into a job in my industry, which is super exciting.
I felt like I actually had a real connection with a lot of my professors, unlike, say, in my undergrad degree where you kind of don't have that connection. I really felt like the postgrad program definitely gave me that connection. Now that I'm able to start working, feels good.
The program was very hands-on. The teachers were very supportive. They were always there for us when we need help. The classes were really tailored to the industry.
Humber is one of the best reputed colleges here in Toronto and Ontario. I loved the professors, for example. The classes are more interactive. It's not only bookish knowledge, it's more like communicating and talking to people, your students.
It was nice to actually go and focus on in detail about the things that we will be doing on a daily basis. A big thank you to professors, coordinator, and just students within the program.
My friends also helped me graduate, also helped me with all the notes and everything in class, the presentations, all the group work and everything. Definitely them and my parents, because they've given me the advantage to be here in Canada.
Well, I want to thank all our teachers and the staff. As I said, like, they were very supportive, and also my family and my friends for supporting me through this 1 year.
Go out, do it, challenge yourself, and you'll meet some really great people. You'll learn a lot of good stuff, and then you get to enjoy it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Convocation ceremony. The music you've been listening to this evening has been performed by 3rd and 4th year students of our internationally acclaimed Humber music programs. This year, we're profiling students from our Bachelor of Music degree who have been immersed in performance, composition, songwriting, and production in a variety of musical genres, including jazz, pop, R&B, Latin, and world music. Showcasing their talents in performing music today are up-and-coming artists Gabby Rogers, and Tariq Henry on vocals, Jeremy Hutzel on keys, Jared Craig, bassist, and Ben Green on drums. Graduation is an occasion that is very important to the graduates and their families. I ask that you respect the occasion and remain in your seats for the duration of the ceremony and refrain from talking. We ask you to please turn off all cell phones and personal electronic devices. Fire regulations state that we must keep the back aisle of Convocation Hall clear, so we ask that you not stand in that area. In the event of an emergency, please note your nearest exits and follow the staff. And now, would you please rise as we welcome our 2018 graduates and the platform party. Thank you.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. For you, there might be another star, but through my eyes, the light of you is all I see. For you, there might be another song, but all my heart can hear is your melody.
So long ago, my heart without demanding informed me that no other love could do. But listen, did I not through understanding fell in love with one who would break my heart in two? For you, there might be
a toast of wine,
there might be,
but with each bite, know the best for you. Oh, for you, love might be for you to find, but will I celebrate our love of yesterday?
so long ago, my heart without demanding informed me that no other love could do. But listen, did I not through understanding fell in love with one who would break my heart in two?
For you, love might bring a toast of wine,
There's another star now,
but with each smile, know the best for you. I pray for you. Love might be for you to find,
Please be seated. Welcome to the 2018 Convocation ceremony for the graduates from the School of Social and Community Services and the School of Creative and Performing Arts. In fact, this is the second of two ceremonies held for the School of Social and Community Services. The first was held earlier today. My name is Steve Bellamy, Dean for School of Creative and Performing Arts, and it's my pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Humber College is located in Adobeguk, known as the Place of the Black Alders in the Ojibwe Anishinaabe language. It is uniquely situated along Gabakanang-Zibi, the Humber River, providing an integral connection for Indigenous peoples between the northern shore of Lake Ontario and the Lake Simcoe Georgian Bay region. In honoring the land, we are walking in the moccasin tracks of our ancestors and leaving our footprints for the future generations to come. This is a very special event for our students as it represents the culmination of a great deal of hard work and the beginning of exciting new opportunities. We are pleased that so many family members and friends could join us in celebrating this achievement. I'd like to begin our ceremony by introducing our platform party. Please hold your applause until all of the platform members have been introduced. Risa Handler, Vice Chair, Humber College Council Representative. Jeremy Largo Afonso, Vice President, Ignite. Lisa Hay, Business Data Analyst, Office of the Registrar. Joe Andrews, Director, Orangeville Campus. Jen McMillan, Dean of Students. Wanda Biot, Principal, Lakeshore Campus. Kelly Jackson, Associate Vice President, Government Relations and Communications. Krista O'Donnell, Chief Advancement Officer, Office of Advancement and Alumni Relations. Dr. Darren Lawless, Dean, Applied Research and Innovation. Susan Ross, Member, Board of Governors. Neil Price, Associate Dean, School of Social and Community Services. Kim Pavan, Director, Professional and Continuing Education, School of Social and Community Services. Linda Hill, Faculty, School of Social and Community Services. Julie Mavavsky, Faculty, School of Social and Community Services. Bill Townsend, Reader, IT and Media Specialist, School of Media Studies and Information Technology. Barbara Reach, Registrar. Dr. Paula Govea, Dean, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Andrew Ness, Dean, International. Jason Hunter, Vice President, Student and Community Engagement. Lori Rancourt, Senior Vice President, Academic. Dr. Chris Whitaker, President of Humber College, Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. Brian Gray, Chair, Board of Governors. Dr. Richard Hook, Vice President, Emeritus. Derek Stockley, Dean of School of Social and Community Services. Andrew Clark, Program Coordinator and Faculty, School of Creative and Performing Arts. Mark Rosewell, otherwise known as Dashan, our honorary degree recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, your platform party. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Brian Gray to bring greetings from our Board of Governors.
Thank you, Stephen. Good evening and welcome to you all. What a great night. Graduates, honorees, parents, family members, friends, faculty, staff, and our honored guest. It's my pleasure to bring greetings from Humber College's Board of Governors. First and foremost, congratulations to all of our graduates for achieving the success that we are celebrating today. You've worked hard to complete your programs, and we on the board are immensely proud of your achievements. Well done. Second, the board wishes you success in your future endeavors. You can move forward into your chosen field with the confidence of having been educated at one of Canada's preeminent colleges. The knowledge and skills that you have developed at Humber will provide you with an excellent foundation for future success. And finally, I would be remiss if I did not recognize and thank all those present at this ceremony that have supported our graduates in their studies at Humber. The Board of Governors understands the important and crucial role played by parents, family, friends, faculty, staff, and other key supporters in each student's life. So in closing, I'd like to once again congratulate you on your success and your achievement and wish you a whole lot of fun tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. I'd like to invite our president, Chris Whitaker, to say a few words to the graduating class of 2018.
Well, thank you very much, Steve. Good evening, everybody. This truly is a wonderful evening of celebration. I hope you're ready to have a little fun. A little bit of fun, a little bit of formality. Let's go. So, members of the platform party, honored guests, faculty and staff, family, friends, and especially our graduates who are looking very fine, I might add. It's my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's convocation. This week's ceremonies mark the 50th anniversary of Humber's Convocation, first held in May 1968. Yes, a long time ago. That year, there were 19 graduates. This year, we'll recognize 10,000 graduates over 10 ceremonies. So I think it's safe to say we've come a long way from our humble beginnings. Thank you for being here to share this milestone in our history. Thank you as well to all the Humber employees who helped to make this event happen. A day like this takes a village to produce. From when the graduates arrive and receive their gowns to when they walk across the stage in a few minutes, you, our staff and faculty, work hard to make this day memorable for our graduates and their families, and we're grateful for your efforts. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, I've been part of many convocation ceremonies. As a graduate, and no, I won't tell you when I graduated, as a professor, a few times as a president, and most importantly, as a parent. I share the many emotions that we're all feeling today. The pride of achievement, the joy of success, and the relief that this day has finally come. Today, I want to talk to you about the value of your Humber education and why you should be confident that you are prepared to take the next step in your personal and professional journey wherever life takes you. As students, each of you came to Humber from somewhere else, from high school or another post-secondary institution, from a job, from another city, or even another country. 6 years ago, I made the decision to come to Humber from another Ontario college. Just like you, Humber gave me the chance to do what we as a college encourage all of our students and employees to do, to be lifelong learners and to challenge ourselves to take action to make the world a better place. While we chose to come here for our respective reasons, hopefully you now recognize, like I do, that Humber is a place that brings people together. And together we strengthen our reputation for excellence in teaching and learning and support each other in both good and challenging times. This year, we celebrated our women's basketball team winning the national championship and mechatronics graduates winning a bronze medal at the World Skills Competition. I also know the work stoppage this past fall was a stressful time for many of us, and we've worked hard to move forward as a united community. And I'm very grateful that brings us to now. Convocation's my favorite time of the academic year because it's a time for our community to celebrate students' achievements and to look ahead to the new beginnings and abundant possibilities that await our graduates. You guys excited? Yeah, there we go. Before we recognize their accomplishments, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank those who helped our grads along the way. To Humber's faculty and staff, thank you for your dedication and commitment. Our students wouldn't be here without your support, wisdom, and encouragement from orientation to today. When I speak with students, they tell me they feel valued here as learners and as people. You represent the caring community we take pride in at Humber. Let's give our faculty and staff a big round of applause. Thank you also to friends, families, and loved ones for supporting our graduates through the ups and downs of college life. Your support comes in many ways: financial, emotional, lending a helping hand, and also not getting frustrated when perhaps there's more playing Fortnite than studying going on. You know what I'm talking about. Let's give them a round of applause. And now to you, our graduates, you did it. You've earned the spotlight you're receiving tonight. Yeah, that's it. Woo. Some of you may have heard me speak at your orientation when you began your studies. I encouraged you to make the most of your time at Humber, and I said that learning is about trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone, and in doing so, changing yourself along the way. I believe being here shows that you've done that and more. You've stepped up to the challenges of learning, developed new perspectives and skills, made new friends, formed new relationships, and most importantly, learned about yourself. You've put yourself in the position to make the transition from education to employment. Your Humber education provides you with a great set of tools, and how you use them is up to you. I hope you will all leave here confident in your abilities as you head towards the next destination in your life's journey. And the good news is that you're starting off on the right foot. A recent RBC study on the rapidly changing economy and world of work shows how your generation can lead the transformation into the skills economy. The study found that the Canadian economy is expected to add 2.4 million jobs over the next 4 years, many of which will require skills you've developed while at Humber, including critical thinking, complex problem solving, active listening, and social perceptiveness. Yes, you have those skills. Take Nick DeSimone, for example. Nick is graduating this year from the Architectural Technology program. His ability to read and interpret blueprints helped him develop the skills he needed to earn a job as an estimator and project coordinator with RMG Consulting. The company recognized that Nick had obtained the knowledge they required through his studies and that he was someone who could continue to learn and grow with them. Nick is an example, as many of you are, of a student who used the Humber experience to move seamlessly to a job in their field of study. The RBC study also resonates with me because it shows there's opportunity out there. And I know that Humber grads are ready to contribute. The study found that there are lots of jobs, but not enough skills, and that educators and employers can do more to prepare students for today and tomorrow's skills economy. As part of your polytechnic education at Humber, you were taught by professionals in your field who could give you a sense of what your career path might look like once you graduated. They may have told you you were preparing for jobs that didn't even exist, or that you'll work in several roles in several places. They may have connected you with an internship or a project that asked you to develop solutions to real business challenges. You tackled the problem in a learning environment closely integrated with industry in the workplace, all to better prepare you for the transition from school to work. This was the case for another student graduating this week, Daniel Tulin from the Bachelor of Commerce Finance program. Daniel completed his summer work placement as an intern at TMX Group in the financial sector, where he competed with students from top university business schools and recently secured a full-time position at TMX. Daniel has shown that skills learned and developed at Humber can be transferred and applied to the workplace. Finally, the RBC study suggests that career mobility requires an emphasis on 4 key abilities: foundational skills, digital literacy, global competencies, and decision-making, essential skills needed for moving between and within jobs. These are the skills you've developed at Humber and that you will take with you into the future. You are ready to triumph in the age of automation and to lead the skills revolution. Sound like fun? So no pressure, but the world is counting on you. And because I know you're up for the challenge, let me give you a few friendly reminders of some things I hope we have reinforced in your time at Humber. First, remember to think critically, to question and to challenge what some accept at face value. We all know the term fake news. You leave here with a strengthened ability to make sense of the world and make the right choices to engage and make a difference for yourselves and others. Second, as a Humber student, you've been part of one of the most diverse and inclusive institutions in Canada. So embrace diversity in all its forms, from race, religion, culture, sexuality, gender identity, age, to economic status and more. It's up to each of us to acknowledge and seek to understand these differences and find ways to establish common ground and be welcoming to others. Let me give you an example. Tematope Idogbami is graduating from the Pre-Health Science Pathway program this week. Temi came to Canada from Nigeria as a single parent with 3 children. She earned a bachelor's degree in microbiology in Nigeria, but realized she would need some Canadian education to start a career in her field here. Like so many of our students, she juggled family obligations, worked night shifts, and spent weekends managing her coursework. She has now been accepted into the nursing program and is well on her way to the life she envisioned for her family here in Canada. She is a great example to her classmates, and I'm sure to her children as well. We can all learn from Temi and students in similar situations, and you will be at a personal and professional advantage if you can recognize the value of diversity and inclusion. Third, find a way to get involved and give back. This can take many forms and can be as simple as paying forward a kindness that was shown to you, or getting involved in community or international development efforts, as many of our students and graduates do. Look beyond yourself and your immediate surroundings, and you'll find endless opportunities to make a difference. Even with its challenges, the world offers incredible opportunities to those with the courage, creativity, and energy to seize them. We need more leaders and fewer followers. Be bold and be ready for your chance to make a difference in the world. Today, as you all graduate, I'd like to thank you for spending time with us and contributing to the college in many ways. Our faculty and staff have learned from you just as you have learned from them. As you enter the next stage of your life, whether that's starting your career or continuing your education, you will always be a part of the Humber community. You are now part of the more than 240,000 alumni who are the college's reputation in action. I encourage you to continue in their footsteps by making your mark on the world, doing your community proud, and of course, keeping in touch with us. Choosing to come to Humber is one of the best decisions I ever made. I sincerely hope the same is true for all of you. Everyone here is proud of all you've achieved. You are now and forever part of the Humber family, and no matter where you go, our doors are always open, and you will always be welcomed home. So stay in touch, tweet often, post your pictures, and remember, we are Humber. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Whitaker. Our honorary degree recipient today is Mark Rosewell, known to millions of people around the world, and particularly in China, as Dashan, who will be introduced by Mr. Andrew Clark, Professor and Program Coordinator of our Comedy Writing and Performance Program in the School of Creative and Performing Arts.
Yes, today's honorary Bachelor of Applied Studies degree is awarded to Mark Rosewell, Dashan, a comedian and media personality who's been called the most famous foreigner in China. I've known Mark since his days at Nepean High School in Ottawa, and it's fair to say that his irreverent sense of humor was always there. For instance, Mark once ran for Student Council President. During his campaign, he wore a toga and, along with promising more days off school, vowed to change the school colors from purple and gold to green and black. He won in a landslide, but was disqualified for being ineligible as he was only in grade 11 at the time. following year, when Mark was eligible, he did not run. Despite his comedic bent, Mark did not leap into show business. After studying Chinese at the University of Toronto in the mid-1980s, he attended Peking University. It was there he became interested in xiangsheng, a revered form of traditional Chinese comedic dialogue, and he soon began appearing on national television under the stage name Da Shan. Today, he is recognized as a cultural ambassador between China and the West, a symbol for the value of finding common ground between cultures. Da Shan is the only non-Chinese performer to have appeared 4 times on the CCTV Spring Festival Gala, the largest annual television extravaganza in China, with an estimated audience of over 800 million viewers. Da Shan served as Canada's team attaché during the 2008 Olympics in Beijing and as Canada's Commissioner General for Expo 2010 in Shanghai. In 2006, he was inducted into the Order of Canada. In 2012, Da Shan was named Goodwill Ambassador to China by the Prime Minister. He's also had an ongoing relationship with Humber College. Da Shan has come and worked with our comedy students, doing speeches and question and answer, and last year, Da Shan partnered with Humber College on a 10-show tour of Chinese universities. He presented an insightful and hilarious talk that compared North American stand-up and Chinese crosstalk, xiangsheng, and stressed the importance of mutual understanding and cooperation. He's also been touring his show, Da Shan Live, in countries such as Australia, Canada, and the United States. President Whitaker, Mr. Gray, it is with great honor and pleasure that we ask you to confer upon Mark Rosewell this Bachelor of Applied Studies degree. I'd now like to invite Mark Rosewell to address the class of 2018.
Thank you, Andrew. He was a year behind me in high school. Just goes to show you, always be nice to the kids younger than you in high school, because you never know, sooner or later they'll get you an honorary degree. So, Board Chair, Mr. Gray, President Whitaker, faculty and staff, graduates, family and friends, first, my sincere thanks for this tremendous honor. We have a very diverse group with us here today from 2 schools, I understand. Maybe I could just get a feel for the audience. Who's here representing the School of Community and Social Services? Let's make some noise. Okay, creative people, here's your chance. Who's here from the School of Creative and Performing Arts? Well, as Andrew mentioned, that's kind of my foot in the door to Humber through the comedy program. What a great school. I mean, it's hard to address an audience like this because of the diversity. There's so many different people here, so many different backgrounds studying different things. But Humber, you may not know, because I know it's only a small part of the college, but the largest comedy program in all North America. How great is that? How many people here from the comedy program? Okay, a few. So most of you won't know who I am because almost all of my work is done in Chinese to a Chinese audience. 现在能听懂我说的话，能听懂中文的，你们给点掌声好不好？ Oh, one guy in the back, okay. Okay. So that's a choice I made in my career, is to focus exclusively on, or primarily on, focusing in Chinese. I don't do a lot of speaking in English, actually, and I just thinking the reason I'm doing this today, I always focus in my career on doing Chinese first, Chinese first, Chinese first. And it's only because we did this tour in China where I did like 12 presentations in Chinese, I finally agreed to come here and do one in English. And that's been a choice for me in my career. because I find the way we tend to learn about foreign cultures, if you ever notice, it's always someone from our own culture who goes abroad and then comes back and tells us what they saw, what they learned. We're always learning from our own people about foreign cultures. And I think that's probably the easiest way to work. That's the most natural, right? You go somewhere, you come back, you share it with your friends and family. That's the way we tend to learn about foreign cultures. And I made a decision early in my career that I was going to focus on not coming back and speaking English and performing or doing cultural work for my own audience, for an English-speaking audience, but to focus on working in Chinese so I can reach out and reach across the cultural barrier that way. Now, maybe I'll just share a quick story with you. I did have one breakout moment. So I've been on Chinese TV, 800 million people watching the show and everything. I did have one breakout moment on American TV, but I just totally blew it. It was during the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, and I was there as the cultural attaché for Team Canada, just helping the athletes sort of acclimatize to the cultural environment in Beijing. But one of the things about that job is that you get to march with the athletes in the opening ceremony. And that's when I discovered how great it is having friends in television, because I don't know who was running the cameras or who was in the control room there, but there's like 300 athletes on Team Canada coming into the bird's nest in the opening ceremony of the Beijing Olympics. The whole world is watching. And each country has like a minute of airtime. And I swear they gave about half of that to a big blow-off of me. A big shot of me coming in. And of course, all of the media are like going through the names like, who the hell's this guy? Who the hell's this guy? Well, I think it was because of that big close-up that I had. I got a couple of offers from American media. They're all in Beijing, they're doing live shows and everything. I got a chance to appear on the Today Show and be interviewed by Matt Lauer. So here's my breakout moment, right? But the first question he asked me, I thought, this is the first time I'm going to see an American audience straight. I'm going to show them what a fascinating person I am. First question he asked me was, I hear you're really famous in China, so tell me, how famous are you? And I thought, I've been doing interviews for Chinese media for like 20 years. Chinese people never ask me that because they watch Chinese TV, right? Matt doesn't watch Chinese TV. He has no idea. So I just totally blew the question. I'm, typical Canadian, just kind of like, oh, pretty good, eh? Not so bad. And I could see, his face is, really excited to meet this, enigmatic character, Dashan, and everything. But he's, I just blew the answer, and I could see his face kind of drop, who the hell is this guy? But don't ask me that. Ask the audience, right? I go out, I leave the interview, and I go out and into the square there, and people are mobbing me and everything. And I thought, man, it's my fault. I got to prepare for an answer like that, for a question like that, right? I need to have a little pithy story that I can tell them. For somebody who doesn't know who I am, doesn't watch Chinese TV, I can sort of explain to them, the celebrity in China. I got to find a story like that. But I was really busy, working on the Olympics. Great, I'll figure that out later. That night, I went to the closing ceremonies, which I found actually a lot more fun than the opening ceremonies, because the opening ceremonies are really tense, right? Everyone's, before the competition and everything, everyone's marching in lines. The closing ceremonies, everything's finished, right? It's just a big party at the end of the 3 weeks Olympics, and all the athletes are just in the middle of the stadium there, walking around. It's just a free-for-all, and I saw Yao Ming. A real role model for me, somebody who reaches across Eastern and Western cultures. And I thought, man, I got to get a picture with Yao Ming. But then I realized, everybody wanted a picture with Yao Ming. And I kind of thought, as a celebrity in China, I know how that feels. You go to an event, and you're there as a member of the audience to see the event, but everyone's looking at you. Everyone's focusing on you. So I thought, I won't bother him. I know how it feels. I'm not as big as Yao Ming, but I know how it feels. Maybe some other time I'll get a picture with him. So I was really conscientious that way. I turned my back, watched the performance, don't bug the guy. A couple of minutes later, somebody tapped me on the shoulder. And I looked around, and it's this shirt. And I look up, and Yao Ming's up here. He's got this big smile on his face and a camera in his hands, and he says to me in Chinese, "Could I take a picture with you?" And I thought, hang on a sec, I gotta tell this story to Matt Lauer. I need to redo that interview. I need to go back and tell Matt Lauer, hey Matt, have you ever heard of Yao Ming? Yeah, everybody's heard of Yao Ming. Well, when Yao Ming meets me, he asks for my picture, buddy. That was my breakout moment in American TV that I blew. So just focus on the Chinese. That's my rule. Now, a convocation address, I'm supposed to share some inspiring life advice, I suppose. It's very difficult with an audience like that. I mean, that's hard enough one-on-one, right? But how do you share that with an audience of 2,000 people? I thought I'd just focus on, it's 30 years, 50 years for Humber. Isn't that great? It's quite an honor to be here for the 50th anniversary. 30 years since my convocation, and sort of looking back and looking at my career, what I would pick to say, just picking one theme, I would just focus on the idea that progress really takes effort. I think sometimes we assume that the natural progression of history, that things are always getting better. It's just everything's getting better, it's getting better, it's getting better. Well, that's not necessarily the natural way things work. We have to work at it. We have to make an effort. Things don't necessarily get better just by going with the flow and doing what comes naturally. And I think we found in the last couple of years especially that developments in technology don't necessarily bring progress. I mean, especially in my field, you know, dealing sort of between cultures and on an international, like between China and the West, at the advent of the internet, we always thought the internet was going to bring us closer together, right? It was going to make it easier for us to communicate and to overcome national and ethnic and religious and whatever barriers. And that doesn't seem to be happening. It seems clear now that the internet doesn't automatically just make society a better place by default. In fact, we're increasingly seeing how new technology sometimes brings out the worst in people, providing us with the tools to be the worst that we can be. These days, social media and digital algorithms have often divided us into silos of like-minded people. The digital world is increasingly an angry place where our natural sort of tribal identities are strengthened, and we're encouraged to think in terms of us versus them. We're constantly encouraged to stick with our own group, and it takes a real effort to break out of that. Now, maybe it's even harder nowadays than it was 30 years ago, because 30 years ago, you could go halfway across the world and you could lose yourself in a foreign culture. Nowadays, you carry your home, you carry your tribe, you carry your homies with you in your pocket, right? You've got your cell phone everywhere you go. And everywhere you go, you're talking to people you know, and you're sending word back home. So sometimes I think it's even harder for us now to break out of our sort of own social or cultural bubble. Another thing I found in the last 30 years working between cultures is that we're often forced into this black versus white kind of dichotomy. I mean, dealing between China and the West, we're often asked to talk about China and West like they're totally opposite, like there's no commonality between the two. I think when we work between cultures, we tend to focus on difference. It's all about cultural difference. Let's talk about the difference. What are the differences? We're always talking about difference, difference, difference. And it ends up creating the impression that there's nothing but difference, that there is no commonality, that they're just two polar extremes. I think the problem is that we almost never talk about cultural similarity, about commonality, about shared values and human experiences that lie underneath the surface differences, which are often surface differences between cultures. When you work between cultures, I think the first thing you notice are the differences. Those are the most obvious and the most direct. But the deeper you go, the more you're struck by the similarities. Now, no matter how great the differences we always share much more in common. It just takes a little bit more time and effort to discover that commonality. So that's what I try to do in my comedy. It's not so much about accentuating the differences, exaggerating stereotypes for comedic effect. It's about breaking through that and trying to provide a new perspective, one that's more shaped by common experience between me, someone who's not Chinese, and my audience, which are all Chinese speakers, to find that commonality that we can laugh about together. So I would say, always be proud of your heritage, be proud of your culture, your identity, your tribe, but not to the exclusion of others. That pride should come from within. Your pride in self doesn't have to be in relation to anyone outside. It comes from within you. It doesn't have to be based in comparison or contrast. And recognize as well that we're all very complex. We have layers of identity. We all have layers of identity. We're not stereotypes. We all belong to multiple tribes that often overlap, and that there is always a deeper level of commonality between the differences, beneath the differences. So my advice to you would be to reach out. Don't retreat into your own comfortable insular group. As the world grows smaller through technology, reach out and make your world a bigger place. Continue to make your world grow and expand. Be proud of who you are. Celebrate our differences, but also reach out and try to find commonality with others. And I think that's relevant for people here in the creative and performing arts, but also in social and community services, especially in a city like Toronto, the most diverse city in the entire world, and perhaps the most diverse country in the entire world, Canada, where even a young waspy guy like me can grow up to be a Chinese comedian. So I'd just say in conclusion, to look around you today, maybe not just where you're sitting, but you know, in the reception afterwards and well, if you look around now, the people beside you are your friends or your family. They're your close relatives. But look a bit further. Look around the room. Look at the diversity in this room, in the crowd gathered here today. No matter what differences you have, you now are all members of the Humber community. These are your people. Now this is your tribe. Or at least this represents one layer of each of your own complex identities. You're all different people from when you first arrived here, and you share a common experience here that is a tie that you will share for the rest of your life. And I'm very pleased today to join that tribe as an honorary member of the Humber community. So congratulations for a job well done. Tonight is your night. Enjoy it. You earned it. I'll keep my speech here so we can get our degrees and get to the after party as quick as possible. Congratulations and good luck.
Thanks very much, Mr. Rosewell. We have 3 achievement awards to present today. The first 2 awards are the President's Medal, which will be presented by President Whitaker. The President's Medal is given to one graduate in each school who has made significant contribution to their school and to Humber by demonstrating leadership and participation in both the academic and student life of the college while maintaining a strong overall academic average. The School of Creative and Performing Arts is pleased to honor Andrew Annis with this year's President's Medal. Andrew is graduating from our Acting for Film and Television diploma. He's been a strong, supportive voice and a strong, caring, and reliable friend to his colleagues who hold him in the highest regard. Throughout his own artistic development, Andrew has modeled the kind of behavior that continuously sets high standards in the studio. He's hardworking, eager, and full-hearted. Andrew's always considerate of others and makes himself available to anyone seeking his help or advice. He's always been responsive and helpful to everyone in the program, making himself available outside of regular hours to help or assist with events and other situations. Andrew is a born leader, embracing challenges, helping people because he wants to. He is an excellent student and a talented artist. It is with great pleasure that the School of Creative and Performing Arts presents the 2018 President's Medal to Andrew Annis. The School of Social and Community Services is pleased to honor Steph Figueredo with this year's President's Medal. Steph is part of the 2018 graduating class in the Honors Bachelor of Child and Youth Care. The contributions they have made to the community inside and outside the classroom have transformed the lives of the LGBTQ+ community at Humber. Steph has been actively involved with the LGBTQ+ Center on campus and regularly promotes and attends events that elevate the identities and voices of students who identify as LGBTQ+. Steph co-facilitates the peer-led discussion group Transgressions, which helps trans, non-binary, and gender-variant individuals build community and challenge transphobia. Steph is a class representative council member where they bring issues, concerns, and celebrations from their cohorts and facilitate discussion and problem-solving opportunities with other reps and faculty. Steph is also a part of the Humber collaboration with the City of Toronto and sits on a Youth Space Advisory Committee. Steph understands the CYC perspective and has applied it in their work inside the classroom, in the larger Humber community, and in the City of Toronto. Professors, just another minute longer, Steph. Professors who have had the honor of working with Steph have learned as much from them as they have taught. The classroom, the CYC program, and the school is a better and safer place for LGBTQ+ students because of Steph's work. It is with great pleasure that the School of Social and Community Services presents the 2018 President's Medal to Steph Figueiredo. Our next award is the Board of Governors Achievement Award, which will be presented by Brian Gray. This award is given to one graduate in each school who has achieved their academic goals while participating in a significant number of college, community, or personal commitments. The School of Creative and Performing Arts is pleased to honor Odom Abeka with this year's Board of Governors Achievement Award. Odom is an excellent musician. Odom is an excellent musician. He is humble, respectful, and supportive of his fellow classmates. Odom was also a resident assistant at Lakeshore Residence, where he displayed these same compassionate qualities as a leader. He was always calm, empathetic, and reliable during a variety of challenging situations involving opposing perspectives. Along with excelling in his coursework, Odom also helped facilitate a training session for returning student leaders, showing that his influence went beyond residents and beyond the music program. Earlier this year, Odom organized a mental health awareness event in residence called Elephant in the Blue Room, which aimed to reduce mental health stigma and involved cross-campus partnerships, musical performances, and guest speakers. Odom was one of the guest speakers, sharing his own experiences for the benefit of others. It is with great pleasure that the School of Creative and Performing Arts presents the 2018 Board of Governors Achievement Award to Odom Abeka. We've now reached the moment that all the graduates have been waiting for, the awarding of their credentials. Would the graduating class please stand as you are able? Graduates, today you are admitted into the proud fellowship of the graduates of Humber Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning, an honor bestowed only upon those who have met long-established standards of conduct and learning. In the name of Humber College, I hereby charge you to safeguard the professional dignity and ethics of this fellowship, to cultivate the spirit of inquiry and experiment, to maintain the fresh viewpoint demanded in an age of rapid change and technological advancement, and to contribute generously to society and the community around you. President Whitaker, Mr. Gray, may I present to you the graduates of the School of Creative and Performing Arts and the School of Social and Community Services. We also ask that you acknowledge those unable to attend today's ceremony who are graduating in absentia. I certify that each graduate has met all of the academic requirements for the credential they are about to receive, and we ask for your approval on behalf of Humber's Board of Governors. Thank you. We now ask the first row of graduates to proceed to the stage to receive their credential. The remaining graduates can now be seated. To ensure that everyone is able to enjoy the ceremony and hear the names of graduates as they are called, we ask that you hold your applause until the list of names for each program has been completed, and to remain seated throughout the ceremony. We will also be announcing the Academic Achievement Award for the top student in each program. Please turn to page 30 in your Convocation program for the first group of graduates.
Good evening, graduates, family, friends, members of the Platform Committee. My name is Bill Townsend. It's my pleasure to introduce each of the graduates, and I'm looking forward to this. The graduates from the Advanced Crisis Intervention and Counseling Program, Vanessa Bradley. Congratulations. Our next group of graduates is from the Border and Immigration Services Program, Alicia Chitram. Marie Jackson. Nikisha Roach. Congratulations to the graduates from the Border and Immigration Services Program. Our next group of graduates is from the Developmental Services Worker Apprenticeship Program. Rolando Agolano Jr., Rebecca Camastro, Nicole Farrell, Anna Imona Fegwo, Menadai Kalawan, Jackie Noel, Darlene Peyron, Michael Sacconi, Amy Shaw, and those are the graduates from the Developmental Services Worker Apprenticeship Program. Congratulations. Our next group of graduates is from the Municipal Bylaw Program. They'll be ticketing your cars after tonight's festivities. Connie Arnone, Boyd Bryan, Laura Lavelle, Jason Paul. Congratulations to the graduates from the Municipal Bylaw Program. We have one graduate from the Private Investigation Program. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to find out the truth. Margie Manker, congratulations. Our next group of graduates is from the Developmental Services Worker Program. Victoria Aspiotis. Anna Bakasova. Kehinde Balogan. Omolade Baloju. Madison Buttazzoni. Sabrina Carabello. Megan Corbett. Jordan Dick. Caitlin Frost. Allison Jelinse. Laura Haskins. Jamie Lahoulier. Cadian Martin. Stacy Ann Mullings. Juliet Nakaranda. Dekasi Nalandu. Tabitha Simpson. Zolaylam Sise. And those are the graduates from the Developmental Services Worker Program. Our next group loves to get along with people. They are the Social Service Worker Program graduates. Zanisha Ali. Alexander Andrus. Makina Bales. Anissa Obare. Deanna Berry. Christina Bonus. Rosemarie Bryan. Oh, take your time. We're here all night. Ocean Buddha. Megan Kasha. Stephanie Castellano. Brandy Debro. Jessica DeBartolomeo. Andrea Dobson. Michelle Dew. Sasha Gay Evans. Alia Fiorentino. Tasman Fraser. Mickey Haldane. Julie Hall. Genesis Herrera. Erin Elizabeth Hill. Chanel Nadia Ishakshe. Carly Jones. Shanique Jones. Chelsea Kerfoot. Melina Khan. Lisa Marie Cooley, the Social Service Worker Academic Award of Excellence recipient. Congratulations. Shannon Lambert. Chantel Grant. Sandrine Huelo. Dale McFarland. Patricia Mensah. Rachel Minstrel. Matthew Montoni. Kevin Mosley. Shelley Nesbitt. Andrea Pasquale. Alicia Peltier. Alexandra Rebello. Rose Marie Robinson. Cheyenne Scott. Kara Sagan. Howard Sims. Alexandra Simpson. Dawn Slaughter. Bailey Smith. Morgan Steele. Allison Stewart. Christy Sutton. Tiffany Tazewski. Aaron Taylor. Juan Villalba. Jeffrey Wiredu Ajayi. Tanisha Witter. Nilofar Yosef. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the Social Service Worker Program. And now we have the graduates from the Child and Youth Care Program. Ibuku Nolua Ayodele. Priscilla Bima. Erica Bletta. Renee Blythe. Shanice Carroll. Paula K. Carr. Elise Cavaliere. Sarah Cohen. Carly DeBuck. Maria Deduck. Dominic Delorio. Adelia Drack. Parwinder Gog. Madison Giffen. Amisha Gill. Maria Gracia. Brielle Graf. Josias Martinez. Michelle Harris. Megan Howard. Lashana Hippolyte. Shahad Jarjis. Laura Lee Jennings. Nicole Johnson. Natalie Jones. Roman Kaliniuk. Inayat Kapoor. Sabrina Khan. Judith Konadu. Charmaine Kelly. Dusu Koroma. Sonia Mikado. Danielle Mango. And Alicia Martins. Amberly May. Julia Mazgaj. Elizabeth McNaughton. Taylor Morgan. Michaela Muciaccio. Nicole Myers. Tanoja Nelson. Danuram Niranjan. Jessica Oates. Lillian Obazai. Bianca Pacheco. Jessica Flores. Michaela Peonessa. Jenna Lynn Penny. Josiane Pereira. Melissa Peretta. Brent Kwok. Remy Richter. Kayla Sheehan. Sabrina Spalja. Letitia Taylor. Megan Thompson. Kristen Tripp, but don't. Julia Ursini. Shanika Van Riel. Dante Vidad. Elisha Wallow. Caitlin Whitelock. Hedra Yoel. And those are the graduates from the Child and Youth Care Program. That's it? That's all you got for them? The next group of graduates is from the Child and Youth Worker Program, starting with Nisha Anderson. Radley August. Kizzy Cave. Carly Garcia. Spencer Haynes. Idil Ismail. Yetunde Kolusade. Ashley McKenzie. Stephanie Miller. Shanice Nairn. Andrea Resendez. Samantha Tomaszewski. Ginger Walton. And those are the graduates from the Child and Youth Worker Program. The next group of graduates is from the Addictions and Mental Health Program. Victoria Bucarelli. Stephanie Burns. Nadia Caro. Stephanie Fernandez. Vanessa Giannini. Veronica Kowalski. Amy Mann. Shannon Medeiros. Danielle Whitefield. Divya Yadav. Congratulations to the graduates from the Addictions and Mental Health Program. And one graduate in the Gerontology Multidiscipline Program. Put your hands together for Alan Richard. And now we present the graduates from the Bachelor of Child and Youth Care Program. Jasmine Andrade. Very unpopular. Sydney Arnold. Anna Balanzano. Solomon Benitez. Ruben Borba. Moya Box. Victoria Burgess. Carisha Campbell. Tyrene Kasha. Stephanie DeRosier. Adriana Doge. Julia Dews. Cassandra Ferreira da Silva. Steph Page Figueredo. Haley Gallagher. Destiny Hindle. Megan Hollingsworth. Shayna Jago. Kimberly Jamnick. Amy Lausch. Gabriella Cambus. Alicia Mayer. Julia Majuska. Kristen Marks. Ashley Martins. Ashley Mendez. Marissa Montero. Emily Nagy. Amy Wien. Cheyenne Notarte. Kaylee Oliveira. Elizabeth Paley. Parizad Patel. Jacqueline Persaud. Tina Ray. Tugira Muruganandan. Cassandra Shaw. Samantha Short. Jerome Simpson. Jocelyn Smith. Gladstone Stamp. Megan Stretton. William Tanner. William is the recipient of the Bachelor of Child and Youth Care Academic Award of Excellence. Congratulations. Carrie Lynn Trache. Isabel Tudor-Dunan. Taylor Wade. Allison Warren. Carissa Whittingham. And those are the graduates from the Bachelor of Child and Youth Care program. From the School of Creative and Performing Arts, our next group is from the Acting for Film and Television program, Andrew and Haley Dawson. Emily Dennington. Nicole Galecki. Ivan Gonzalez. What do you want? Ashton James. Samantha Jakir. Kaya Kalev. Stephen Kalin. Jonathan Keeler. Asia Lee. Maria Mezzanina. Renata Nasobolina. Maya Quinlan. Danielle Romero McBride. Danielle is the recipient of the Acting for Film and Television Academic Award of Excellence. Madison Sagan. Zachary Thompson. William Turner. Tiago da Silva. Those are the graduates from the Acting for Film and Television program. Give it up. What is this, a joke? Oh, the next group of graduates is from the Comedy Writing and Performance program. Rebecca Benson. Quinn Chambers. Michael Cruz. Darcy Curran. Thackeray Ekeaniaki. Noah Farberman. Callum Fisher. Riyad Hussein. Glennis Marshall. Meredith Mullen. Jacob Pilkington. Luisa Rubio. Jillian Smart. And those are the graduates from the Comedy Writing and Performance program. And now we present the graduates from the Theatre Arts Technical Production program. Kijai Borland. Bronwyn Bushen. Carla Garcia. Taikota Galecki. Jamie Hall. Jacob Hines. Akane Minagawa. Jonathan Parisi. Charlie Ann Reed. Matthew Sim. Congratulations to the graduates from the Theatre Arts Technical Production program. And now we'll ham it up with the Theatre Arts Performance program graduates. Clayton Batson. Christopher Cruz. Leo Dragonieri. Grant McLeod. Prasanna Mondal. Ileana Sparakis, the recipient of the Theatre Arts Performance Academic Award of Excellence. Best for last, congratulations to all of the graduates from the Theatre Arts Performance program. The next group of graduates is from the Creative Writing program, Lasha Chitra. Priscilla Wiridu. And those are the graduates from the Creative Writing program. And now we have the graduates from the Music Business program, David Bandy. Dorothy Paisan Lee. Megan Stiff. The graduates from the Music Business program. Well done. And now, our graduates from the Television Writing and Producing program, Alex Stark. Ilana Belfer. Fernanda Cavalieri. Ashay Dalvi. Amanda Flynn. Fraser Grimes. Sinclair Williams. Gabriel Jenkinson. Gabriel's the winner of the Television Writing and Producing Academic Award of Excellence. Verpeel Kaur. Justin McDonald. Daniela Mickelson. Cassandra Mizzi. Zulani Pacheco. Nicholas Raba. Nicholas West. Chao Ju. Our next group of graduates is from the Bachelor of Music program. Odom Abeka. Mark Athasanadias. Olana Alt. Chris Bruder. Adam Cesaroni. Jin Kyo Chung. Davida Carraza. Hunabku Alcantara. Isaiah Gibbons. Cohen Hammond. Lisa Hogg. David Holla. Georgia Higgins. Inayat Kassam. Olivia Kegler. Jacob Kovacevic. Daniel Lashbrook. Nathaniel Lazzarato. Robert Lee. Joel Luchinsky. Patricio Lovett. Salvatore Maio. Cynthia Marhugh. James Morris. Jimmy Wien. Alicia Oliver. Alexei Ozerov. Luke Saul Milligan. Enoch Sane. Victoria Shaligan. Jaden Spanier. David Steinmetz. Riley Sullivan. Christopher Tufaro. Domenico Zavarella. Those are the graduates from the Bachelor of Music program. Please congratulate all of our graduates. I want to thank you for attending tonight. I wish all the graduates all the best. From everyone on the platform, thank you.
I'd like to thank each of the graduates, guests, faculty, and all the staff for making this convocation ceremony possible. We invite all of the guests to join us for a reception in the Alumni Hall immediately after the ceremony. So following the singing of O Canada, please remain standing as you are able while the platform party and the graduates exit. Congratulations.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby, just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
Remember the day I set you free? I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow I'll be there on the double, some way, somehow. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
Oh no, When you need a helping hand, I'll be there where you want me, just as fast as I can. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain